Ladies and gentlemen, the SUSE and Rancher community proudly presents Front Row at KubeCon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Front Row at KubeCon. My name is Robert Sarchia, and we are live here at KubeCon in Los Angeles, California at the Rancher booth. I am joined by my new friend, Hod from Tigera. Hod, welcome.
Hey, Robert, it's great to be here with you.
So this is your first conference, my first conference back after this long pandemic that we've had. How has it been treating you so far?
Yeah, so it's been great. First of all, so talking about the pandemic, I actually started with Tigera during the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
If you can imagine that. So this is the first chance that I've gotten to be in person with a bunch of my colleagues, over doing the show here, which has been really cool. Another thing I'm really happy about is that I was able to actually be at some of the co-located events earlier, so like the eBPF Day and the security thing, and those are big deals for Tigera.
Okay.
So I've gotten to see some really great talks, and then of course the core conference, I've gotten to see people I've known for a long time, meeting new people. It's been great.
Awesome. Now we have about 3,000 people here live in person, but we're streaming to the audience that's out there, the 15,000 plus out there, not to make you nervous. But you have a virtual presence as well, and on your virtual booth, is there anything that someone remotely should be checking out?
Yeah, actually, we have some really good in-depth demos on things. So,
okay.
Like I mentioned, eBPF, so application of eBPF with security. Obviously, we use eBPF as one of our data planes for our networking, and so a lot of things like. There's several in-depth demos that people can walk through, and the guys doing them I know are really good, and they'll actually take you through kind of whatever you want. So feel free to take them off on tangents, but definitely check out some of the demos that we're doing.
Awesome. Now, for those who don't know what Tigera is, can you give us a quick overview of what Tigera is and what's solution is or problem it's solving?
Yeah. So Tigera is actually the company that was formed by some of the key architects and contributors of the open source project Calico. Mm-hmm. So I'll break it down a little bit first, talking about the open source project.
Sure.
So Calico is it's a CNI, so your networking piece. It can also apply network policy, so you use it for security applications and these things. At this point, I would say that Calico is like the most popular, probably kind of advanced CNI out there. Mm-hmm. One of the things I love about Kubernetes is the scale of things. So, we're out there in I think it's like 100 million clusters, 100 million nodes on like millions of clusters in 166 countries. And I was thinking about that. It's like I can't even start to name 166 countries. Can you?
No, I couldn't either.
Yeah. So it's like I love the scale of that. So Tigera, getting into Tigera, Tigera really builds on top of the capabilities of Calico.
Okay.
And so it's like a service offering. Basically, manage servicing, or you can do enterprise if you want to do your own management. But let me talk about one of the kind of key pain points that we really drill down onto one of those.
Sure.
That I want to highlight. And that's, you have a lot of enterprises now going with these mixed environments. You have hybrid where it's like on-premise and in cloud, or even, multi-cloud. And in dealing with that, you have, a lot of different ways that these things implement things. So you're faced with having to do stuff in different ways across these things. So we like to call it, single pane of glass. So it's kind of a unified tool for doing things like your policy management, security management, and even like simplifying the observability. So those are kind of our core areas.
Okay. Now, anyone in the community that wants to get started with any product around Tigera, where can they start? Where some of the resources that you guys have, so anyone can just learn a little bit more about Tigera?
So we have a bunch of things. So first thing, if you're interested in the open source project, I would point you to, of course, GitHub, but also the Project Calico Slack.
Okay.
And then, if you want to learn more about Tigera, there's Tigera.io, and you can always follow us on Twitter. So the Twitter for Project Calico is Project Calico, and then for Tigera is Tigera.io. And what was I going to say? We're also doing a bunch of joint things with you folks, which is really great.
Yep. So, thank you, Hod. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your conference, and we'll be seeing you around.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.